Over the last few years, the baseline for entry-level desk jobs has been completely reset. Tasks that used to require a recent college grad sitting at a laptop for 40 hours a week are now handled flawlessly and continuously by automated systems and algorithms. We can see the exact fallout of this in the data. Take a look at this graph plotting the unemployment and underemployment rates for general liberal arts graduates over the past 5 years. The trend is a straight, steadily rising line as those entry-level cognitive roles dry up. Now, contrast that with the physical infrastructure sector. We have massive critical labor shortages happening at the exact same time, with technical roles going entirely unfilled. The reason for this split is straightforward. Artificial intelligence is incredibly efficient at commodifying digital and cognitive tasks, but it completely fails when it has to manipulate physical reality. Software cannot wire a commercial building or weld a high-pressure pipe. For decades, a generalized 4-year university degree was the safest investment you could make. Today, that safety net has been completely neutralized. This leaves you with a very specific dilemma. The default path right now means continuing to spend years and tens of thousands of dollars, training for a saturated market where your output is easily automated. The alternative is a hard pivot towards specialized technical traits, targeting areas that offer immediate leverage in a very hungry labor market. This isn't a philosophical debate about the intrinsic value of higher education or expanding your mind. We are looking at a strict, objective analysis of where human labor actually retains a premium right now. Processing routine data, drafting daily reports, and organizing spreadsheets are now commodity labor. Maintaining the physical systems that keep cities running remains entirely dependent on skilled human hands. So you have to choose. Do you want the familiar comfort of an increasingly vulnerable career path? Or are you willing to take on unfamiliar physical demands to guarantee rapid economic security? Let's break down the return on investment for both paths. The traditional degree requires a massive upfront input, 4 to 5 years of time and significant capital, often heavily financed. The output is graduating with substantial debt, only to enter a shifting, volatile workforce years after the market has already moved on. A technical pivot requires a completely different input, pursuing specialized vocational certifications that take months, not years, and cost a fraction of tuition. Because the demand is so acute, the output of that technical pivot means entering the market faster and consistently outpacing traditional degree holders in initial starting salary. The labor market's math heavily favors speed and specialized focus. Generalized, theoretical learning simply takes too long to generate a return. The real value of these technical roles is what we call the automation shield. When your job requires you to interact with an unpredictable physical environment, you are inherently immune to algorithmic replacement. This scorecard evaluates 3 trades serving as our industrial backbone: advanced welding, HVAC technology, and industrial electrical work, all grade exceptionally high for automation resistance. AI cannot diagnose a faulty compressor in a 120-degree crawl space or pull heavy copper wire through an unpredictable conduit. But securing this shield comes with a serious trade-off. You have to abandon the prestige and the temperature-controlled comfort of a white-collar desk job. This is hard physical labor, requiring you to wear steel-toed boots, sweat, and strain. You also give up geographic flexibility. You cannot do this work remotely from a laptop in a coffee shop. Your career trajectory is strictly tied to regional, industrial, and manufacturing hubs. Guaranteed demand in this economy requires you to anchor your career to physical reality. There is also a major gap between passing a certification exam in a classroom and actually being useful on a job site. This flowchart maps the beginner pipeline. You start with classroom theory, earn your targeted certification, transition into an apprenticeship, and finally achieve hired stability. The apprenticeship phase is the exact mechanism turning a paper certification into actual leverage, proving you can apply theory safely. Expect a steep initial learning curve. Academic memorization won't save you. You must demonstrate physical competence and precise execution, often in loud, high-pressure environments. True job security in these sectors doesn't come from the certificate on your wall. It comes solely from what your hands can consistently execute. Here is the final comparison matrix, weighing the traditional degree against the technical trade across 4 daily realities. The technical trade dominates when it comes to rapid speed to salary and carrying virtually zero automation risk. Conversely, the traditional degree maintains its advantage if you prioritize low physical demand and high remote flexibility. The takeaway is clear. The automated economy actively rewards specialized physical execution over general cognitive theory. This pivot is ideal for pragmatic beginners, anyone averse to taking on massive student debt, and white-collar workers who want to trade anxiety for concrete stability. However, if you are unwilling or unable to engage in heavy physical labor, or if your life requires strict geographic flexibility, you must avoid this path. It will break you. The one major exception here is for those pursuing highly specialized STEM or medical degrees. Those paths still possess their own inherent automation resistance and long-term value. We are living in an era where cognitive knowledge is easily synthesized by software, but building, maintaining, and repairing the physical world remains strictly human. Surviving this shift is just an objective investment decision, and right now, securing the ultimate economic moat means moving from the desk to the field.